Right guys, Betty's back. So today we're going to be doing some barbecue stuff. I'm going to be doing, to start off, I'll be doing two lots of ribs which I'm going to pressure cook. So I'm going to show you me just cutting the ribs up individually because they've got to go in the pressure cooker. So I'll be back in a second. Right, so I've actually bought 2 packs. So this one I'm going to do in like a barbecue glaze, and this one I'm going to do in a salt and chili seasoning. So I'm going to crack on with this one first. So like I say, I would normally do it as a full rack, but I'm actually going to cut these up. I'm going to cut these babies up. So let's just have a look. There's a couple of bits of meat there. Let's have a look. There we go. Size of that. I know you're supposed to remove the membrane, but can I be bothered? No. So I'm just going to cut these between the bones, like so. Sorry about that. She's just about to come near the meat. She likes to be the star attraction, doesn't Missy? Because she's not being allowed out, that's what it is. Getting that. Right. Getting smaller now. I found the bones. I think that's just pure meat there, along with that bit of pure meat. Right, so I'll bring you over. I'm going to do the same with the other one, obviously, and cut that up. But I'm just going to show you this rub that I'm going to do. Okay, guys. So the first thing this is going to get is a dry rub. So one second, I'm just going to get a spoon. So this is 1 teaspoon of light brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of thyme, 1 teaspoon each of salt and pepper, 1 teaspoon of paprika, and ½ teaspoon of cayenne pepper. I'm just going to give that a mix. And this goes into our big bowl. There we go. So that's our dry rub, which is the first step. And it is going to get pressure cooked in a liquid other than water. So, in with the ribs. Slap her in there. There's no other easy way of doing this. You just got to get your hands in and give them a mix and get them in and make sure they're all coated. Make sure you get all that rub onto all the ribs. Just take your time. Make sure each rib, because you know I can't remember the last time I had ribs, probably last summer I think. Making sure they're all coated in this dry rub. Keep moving them around. Right. So that's about it. It's picked all of that up. So I will now take you to the wet items that they will be cooking in. Okay, so for the sauce that they're going to be cooking in, this is in this bowl. And it is 2 tablespoons of light brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of honey, 2 tablespoons of ketchup, tomato ketchup, 2 tablespoons of vinegar, and 2 tablespoons of smoked paprika. So she's going into the kasori to pressure cook. As you can see, that's now going to go in here. Get as much of this out as I can. Probably best off using one of those and get it all out. Be surprised how much more you can get out with one of them. Well, get it all out. Perfect. So into that goes our ribs that we've just done. They go into the liquid. And just get them in there. And again, I'm going to give them a shufties about. Yuck. Covered in the sauce. So there it is. That's it. So I'm just going to put it into the kasori. I'll show you put it in the kasori. Okay, so the kasori's on. Lid's going on. Remember, we'll line that up. The orange dots, line them up. Slide it across. And I think you put the lock on, don't you? Oh no, the seal's already on. That's right, as long as that's down. So now, if I can see, pressure cook for 20 minutes. And where's the play button on this? Start. And there we go. So we'll come back in 20 minutes. When they're done, I'm going to prepare my other ribs now. Right, so I've chopped the smaller rack of ribs up. And I'm just going to use the old faithful Chinese salt and chili pepper. Lovely as a rub. I'm just going to sprinkle that on. So I think there's enough. I'll give that a go and see what it's like. So we're going to have like our glazed ribs. And then like the dry dripped ones, but these are going to be the dry rubbed ones, sorry. These are going to be just pressure cooked exactly the same for the same amount of time. And then possibly finished off on there. We've got a George Foreman electric barbecue plate thing, whatever you want to call it. So that's them already prepared and ready to go. Right, so the next thing I'm going to prepare is some burgers. We've got some family coming round as well, so otherwise we wouldn't have probably made so much food. But 750 grams of 5% beef mince. It's going into there. I'm just making them nice and simple. I ain't messing around putting loads of seasoning in. It's basically going to be that salt and pepper. And then people can add whatever they want sauce wise. Salt and pepper. So I'm just trying to work out how many burgers I'm going to get out of that. Quite a few. Salt and pepper. So that's that. In there. In with your hands and just work it in. Work this in. Make sure that salt and pepper's all nicely in there. A nice simple plain burger, which will be going on the grill. As looking at the pre-made ones in Lidl's, and they were like, how much were they again, Mrs.? Were they about
£5.50?
£5.50 or something for 6? And I'm like, I can get more than 6 burgers out of that. And I've got the big pack of mince, and that was only, was that £4 or? Sorry, it's about £4. So you're saving. Just do it yourself. It's so simple. Right, so I'm going to see how many I get out of this, and I'll come back to you guys. Right, so I've managed to get 6 out of there. Roughly about 120 grams a piece. Some are slightly bigger than that. A couple are slightly bigger because there was 750 grams. So there was like 30 grams spare, spread out over the rest of them. So there we go. So I'll now get cracking with making the burgers. And you've seen me do this before. It's pretty easy. Burger press. Let's press it down so it's roughly in there. Quick little press down. There we go. 1 burger. So I'll repeat this process, and I'll show you when I've done them. Right, so that's my 6 burgers done, ready to go onto the grill later on. On to the next step. Right guys, next step is just some plain old chicken thighs that we're gonna cook in the kasori or the air fryer, what have you, and then we're going to finish off on the barbecue on the grill. So I'm going to do 3 plain, and I'm going to do 4 with the old jerk seasoning. So I'll just take that out, and I'll put 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wash my hands. Towel. And again, it's the same thing. Just on with the old jerk seasoning. Get it all slapped on there, and give it a good old mix around. Simple as that. Again, make sure it's all coated. I think it needs a little bit more, so we'll put some more in. Let's just tuck that straight up. Let's try that. I mean, I like jerk, and I've done it with the Scotch bonnets and stuff, but it's not to everybody's taste. That's why I'm just doing 4 of these, and 3 just plain ones, because we've got the grand bin coming round as well, so we're trying to encourage him to eat a little bit as well. So that's another one crossed off the list. Right, so before we put these in the kasori, I've just put a little bit of salt on, a little bit of pepper, and they're now ready to be cooked. Right, so the chicken, the plain chicken, just gone here with some salt and pepper on in the kasori, and then we'll finish them off on the grill, so you get that barbecue sort of taste. So air fry 195, and we'll go about 20 minutes. And there we go, that's the first lot of chicken in. Right guys, we've also got some corn on the cob here. So it's straight in with some boiling water. Bring this up to the boil. Is that on? No, it's not even on. Now it is. There we go, that's on. And we'll just cook those for about 10 minutes or so, and then they'll be finished off once again on the barbie. We'll put the other ribs into the Ninja pressure cooker, and they're cooking away nicely. So it should all come out reasonably together-ish. Right, so that's had its 20 minutes. We're going to vent it. So I'll come back when that is settled down. Right, so let's see if we can get this off. Whoa! Wait for this steam to this get in here. Nice bit of glaze on them. They look rather nice. Yummy. They'll be finished off on the grill. Alright, I've also got some onions on the go to caramelise down nice and slow. Just take them time with you. Just keep them moving around and give them a bit of love. So they're also on the go. Right, so there's the ribs on the plate. We've taken the juices into a pan. I'm going to reduce that right down and make like a glaze for it. Yum, yum, yum. Right, so that's the first lot of chicken cooked. Just test it with a probe, that's all done. So in with the next lot. So this is the jerk chicken one. Going in. 2, 3 and 4. Quickly wash my hands. Same again. Was it 20 minutes we did these for? Yes, there we go. 195, 20 minutes. See you in a bit. Hey guys. Okay, so we've had a couple of family members around, so we didn't really want to put them on camera, so we didn't film. Especially the Bab. So I've had a couple of beers while I was out there, so I'm feeling a bit ooh. And man went, you best finish your video off. I went, right, okay. So anyway, so I've got like a couple of the salt and pepper chili ribs there. The barbecue ribs ones there. I've done myself a cheeseburger, some sweet corn, one piece of jerk chicken and one normal piece of chicken. So I'm going to have a bite of each. Just to review, and then I'll finish it off. That's got onions in it. Lots of onions. So it's going to be like a proper old school burger. I love fried onions in a burger. It's just delicious. Top marks for that.
It's with the cheese, isn't it?
Yeah. I'll have a bite of this jerk chicken. Come out really well. Finished off on the barbecue outside, lovely. So you get that charcoal taste. That's good. Lovely. Sweet corn, but I'm gonna have a bit.
You think Babby ate 2 of those the day, didn't he?
I had a grandbaby, he's only 1 and a bit in him.
Yeah, love sweet corn.
Yeah, 2 of them. I had them.
His mum and dad will not be happy tomorrow with these poos.
Right. Normal piece of chicken. Nothing on that one, but just. That's good. That's really good. These, I've already had one of these, a couple of these. With that glaze on that I reduced down. Oh my god, these ribs.
Oh, they're absolutely
amazing. Amazing. Just the glaze that makes it. But pressure cooking them first in the juice and then putting the remnants so it will back into a pan and reducing it right down. It's just like, oh.
Well, we've got that as barbecue sauce in the fridge now, haven't we?
Oh. And last but not least, just the plain old, well, not plain, the salt and chili pepper. Raw. Clean off the bone, look. Oh. Spot on. Really enjoyed ourselves this afternoon. Sat out in the nice weather.
Yeah.
Grandbaby, family around us. And of course I've had a couple of rather strong beers thanks to a good friend of mine at work, Martin. 3. One was 9.8% and the other 2 were about 8.5, 8.4. German and Belgian beer. Unbelievable. So I've had 3 bottles of beer and I feel like I've had about 10 pints. But never mind. So, again, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. Keep the comments coming, as always. And have a great weekend. Love to all of yous. And we'll see you very soon.
See you later, guys.
Bye bye.